Hi, I'm Dominic, and welcome to my desk. Today I want to talk to you about the wooden camera Canon C80 accessory system. And we're actually going to start with the core accessory system. We always start basically from the bottom of a kit and work our way up. And we're going to work with a ARCA Riser here. And in this case, since I'm not putting on a lens mount adapter on at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and just lock this down. We now have a ARCA Riser on here with mounting points. We have 1/4-20s across the side. We have this ridge area in the back here to mount other accessories. And then we have 1/4-20s across the bottom. If I use the base plate system on this, we can put it so that the iris rod clamps are going forward and pop that right into place. Our ARCA plates actually have safety systems on them, so once it's on, it locks in, and then you have a push button that allows you to release that item off the plate. The bottom of this also has another adapter plate on it, and this adapter plate allows for use of bridge plates. Now the other part of the core kit is actually our top plate. The top plate we made into a two-piece function so that we still have a little bit of access to the hot shoe on the top of the camera. We have a adjustable plate that slides into the hot shoe. And it's adjustable because we actually have a tightening screw on the other side. So we just tighten that up and it puts a little pressure on there and helps stabilize the plate. The main attachment is this front 1/4-20 with this ridge alignment, which is a common Canon style accessory. So now we have a solid top and bottom plate. The other part of the core kit is you would be utilizing the stock carry handle from Canon. As we look at the top of this, it's just a smooth mounting plate. So we have actually made a ridge plate that you can bolt anywhere on this in order to put your carry handle back on there. Now this is also adjustable to the other way. So if you have some of the older carry handles, that would also work with this. Now the Canon handle bolts right to the top of this. Now the various mounting points all along the side here allows you to mount other accessories, whether it is A boxes or timecode generators, whatever else that you're using on this, these plates give you the mounting points necessary for that. There's your core kit. So now let's take this apart and build the Elite accessory system. The Elite accessory system comes with the ARCA Riser. So in this particular case, I'm actually going to remove the rod and I'm going to loosen the ARCA Riser. We're going to actually use the wooden camera RF to PL adapter. I'm going to go ahead and slide this rod through, and now that lens mount is now supported from underneath. So now it becomes a very stable item, transferring that weight load to the bottom of the system. Underneath, we have our base plate system. So on the bottom of the top plate, we have this cutout on the side here. This allows that when the tape hook is still attached to the camera, we have that cover area. So that prevents you from losing it if you don't want to use it. In this case, I'm removing it from the camera body because we're going to attach it in other locations on the camera for use. Let's mount this top plate on there. One of the other parts that's added with the Elite system is a NATO side rail. And on the NATO side rail, not only do we have our patented dual pin locking system safeties, we also have our forward facing 3/8 mounting point. And this is great for mounting bolt-on rods. So now you can mount rods to the front of this, which in turn allows you to mount motors on a system that won't rotate on you. If you remember, I talked about this ARCA plate sliding back and forth. What we've done on this is we've attached the top to a stable position. In the bottom, the screw is actually in a slotted area, and this is to allow for that bottom ARCA plate to slide in any given position and still utilize this NATO side rail. Attached on here is also an HDMI clamp. If you're not utilizing the HDMI on the C80 and you're going to use the SDI port, you don't have to have that on there. And this is actually removable with a 3mm hex key, and so that can pop out of the way and you don't need it there. On the tape hook, we had the location on the top plate. Well, since we covered that up, we now made the location on the NATO side rail. With the Elite kit also comes with a Ultra handle system. So now we can actually mount the Ultra handle to the top of this, and now we have a quick, great, sturdy setup. So on the Elite accessory system, we also include battery plates. You have a choice between either the gold or V-mount. Now, these are the same gold and V-mounts that we offered with the Canon C70 kits. They are mounting with the ridge plates that we have put onto the accessories themselves. And as I identified earlier, we actually have it on the top plate and on the ARCA Riser. If you're doing an extremely lightweight run and gun shooting, you might want to mount it just to the ARCA Riser. That allows you to remove the top plate and side rail, and now you're just working with the camera in its most minimalist form. If you're keeping something more built up, maybe you want it on the top. This gives you the option of maybe breaking down the bottom or low profile car mounts. So in this case, we're just gonna mount this right up onto the top, on the top plate. So the ridges prevent the rotation. We have the power plugs in right into the side of this. And now I have the ability of, I can rotate the battery out of the way. I can change the screen. I can access my audio controls and so on. Now, if we wanted to mount this to the bottom, we can do that by just releasing this, adjusting the bottom, adjusting the slide all the way to the bottom, and now I can attach it to the bottom ridge plate on the ARCA Riser. Now, the advantage of that is not only can we move it out of the way to access the back, but I can also slide the battery out flat. This will help distribute weight further back, especially in a handheld configuration, to just move the weight further back. So added with the Elite accessory system are a couple more accessories. One of them being the 8-inch safety dovetail. So we're gonna go ahead and mount that on here. If we look at the bottom of the camera here, I'm just gonna remove this adapter plate. We've loosened it up, we slide the plate out, and now I can attach the safety dovetail. Now it's called a safety dovetail because there's a safety on either side of this, so it prevents it from sliding off. Also included in this are two 12-inch iris rods. These just can mount right into the base plate. So there's our Elite accessory system for the Canon C80, plus a RF to PL adapter. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you need more information on the kit, please go to woodencamera.com.